still hear me. I know I float off, so hopefully I'll be able to stay with you audibly as well. So, as many of you know, I am a student with a spiritual organization. So during the entire time, the world has been going through quite a transformation. We've been receiving a lot of very powerful and useful spiritual guidance. And there's one particular point I wanted to share, and might be the theme for the next few meditations because it's so full. And this word corona that we've been hearing so much, you probably don't want to hear it anymore. So I'm going to give you a different word that every time you hear that word, you can replace it with this word. How does that sound? For those of you who are Hindi speaking, you might recognize this word. It's actually a Sanskrit word, a very ancient word, and it sounds a lot like corona. And the word is karuna. So this beautiful Sanskrit word, karuna. Every time you hear karuna, you can say karuna in your mind. You're probably saying, great, but what does it mean? And karuna means compassion, a Sanskrit term meaning compassion. And really that is the call of the time and the encouragement to become carriers of compassion. Let's make compassion contagious. And when we look at compassion, there's several different aspects to it. So we'll see if we can take an aspect on each meditation. And the one we're going to look at today is love. So compassion, of course, is a very important, powerful, beautiful expression of love that goes beyond boundaries and bloodlines. So the idea of having compassion for my fellow man, love for my fellow man, and of course it always starts with the self. So karuna is our focus today. I invite you to be seated comfortably. No tension in the body, but that sense of being seated in a very royal way, a sense of purpose. Because my focus every time I sit is to recharge, replenish my inner resources. I am not here to empty the mind. I'm not here to check out. I actually want to fill up, accumulate. And today the focus again is this compassionate love. So I go inwards without any violence. Even to go inwards is an expression of self-compassion, self-love. Turning inwards in order to give myself time. To take care of myself on a very deep level. There are so many feelings and influences, some might even say vibrations, in the world today. So it's very important I have an inner space. It's like a sanctuary I can go to. A very protected inner space that I can fill with very caring feelings, peaceful feelings. We've been calling it our inner meditation room. I go there now, inside my own head. The outer world fades away. Any sense of time, any pressure to act fades away too. For the moment, time has stopped. I don't have to solve any problems, figure anything out, run anywhere. I can become quiet. Stop and internally catch my breath. Even putting all roles, all relationships, all responsibilities to the side for the moment. Completely and only with myself. So this inner space is very simple space, very little thoughts. It's a calm space. No trace of rush or impatience. It's a space where my mind can take a deep sigh of relief, as if letting go of any worries, any burdens. And now feeling that inside, I'm sitting comfortably in the seat of my inner meditation space, my inner sanctuary. And I bring in front of my mind's eye a single focus, compassionate love. This idea of love is not meant to be selective, only for those I know or like. Love is an expression from inside of having deep respect, deeply valuing, and wishing to benefit. Turn those feelings towards the self. It's very compassionate love for the self. A deep regard for the self. Deeply valuing the self. And wishing only to benefit the self. The current scenes are encouraging change. So this feeling of love also includes understanding. When someone is loving, we say they're very understanding. What do I need to understand in myself, about myself, such that I can benefit the self, bring beneficial changes into my inner world? For so often we've thought of ourselves as human doings, constantly running around, using our time to do. And as many deeds as we perform, our mind has to do them 10 times more. plan, we act, we regret, we rewrite. For every act, the mind is doing it multiple times. But maybe things would change in my mind, and maybe even my activity would change if I didn't operate as a human doing, but lived as a human being. Do I only love myself, regard and respect myself on the basis of my actions, what I do, or on the basis of my being, my character, who I am? Experiencing myself now as only a human being. Deep regard for the self on the basis of being. There are so many amazing qualities in the human spirit. Peace, patience, integrity, of course, respect, and love. The most sought after resources in the world are not out there, not in the ground, not in the space, not in the ocean. They're all inside of me. Within me is that which is most precious. Even as I sit here now, if I can open my mind, just be. I can experience from within that sense of peace, of calm. I can experience the bigness of my own heart, the deep capacity for caring in the heart. I can experience my resilience, remembering how many challenges I've overcome. The resilience of the spirit. To bring into my mind now what is my own favorite quality, the one that's most important to me, and feel that quality within. Let it fill the space of my mind, whatever that quality is for you. And this is the quality I use to decorate the walls of my own inner meditation space. Whenever I come inside, I can feel that quality from within, reminding me of who I am as a human being. Letting it wash through my mind, fill up my heart, and become my own personal expression of love. It might even fill my eyes, changing the way I see others, creating a vision of compassionate love for others. Others have so many precious values within themselves, too. And these feelings from within might change the way I do things, making every act sacred, an act of care. I remain a human being, even while doing. It only takes a second. Every day, reminding myself through feeling it, who I am as a human being. Going into this inner space and taking a moment to deeply feel that quality that is so important to me. This is an act of compassionate love for the self and might change how we interact with others and our world. Om Shanti. We're going to end the meditation at this point, but I encourage you not to end the activity of spending valuable time inside with yourself. Until we meet again, thank you so much for joining this morning. It's deeply appreciated. I feel like you are a secret army, very peaceful souls out there in the world, and that's what the world needs. So have a